Last week, Israel experienced the largest ballistic missile attack in world history. Iran shot 181 missiles and not a single Israeli was killed. Just like they did when Iran attacked back in April, the US administration is now pressuring Israel to not strike Iran and is even calling for a ceasefire. How insane can it get? Also, Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah's replacement was just taken out by Israel, and Hezbollah is rightfully scared out of their wits. I'm Justin, and this is the Israel Guys. Welcome to the Israel Guys, where we believe that in a world of Jew hatred and anti-Israel propaganda, you should have a direct connection to the land and people of Israel. As you guys probably know, Israel saw the biggest ballistic attack on them in their history. And I'm not talking just Israel's history, because this was the biggest ballistic missile attack in world history. Like, this was the most number of ballistic missiles fired at one time at any country in the whole world in all of history. Just 9 days ago happened. Iran fired 181 ballistic missiles at the tiny country of Israel. It was definitely a miracle. Not a single Israeli was killed in this attack. God definitely had his hand of protection on Israel. We felt that here in Israel. Most of the missiles were intercepted, and the others, the ones that got through, thank God, did not cause extensive damage. So far, Israel has not responded to this attack by Iran, although Netanyahu vowed that they would respond to this attack. It seems the Biden administration, unfortunately, is once again pressuring Israel to limit their response exactly the same way they did back in April when Iran attacked Israel. The same thing is happening over again. They're pressuring Israel to not strike Iran's oil or nuclear sites. There's also reports I saw that they are in talks with Iran, along with some other Arab states, trying to come up with a ceasefire on all fronts. Joe Biden said this in a White House press briefing. He said, quote, "If I were in their shoes, I'd be thinking about other alternatives than striking oil fields." Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely crazy. What the U.S. doesn't understand here, I think, is that Israel needs to respond to the intent instead of the outcome. Imagine this. Imagine your neighbor came over to your house, opened fire with a machine gun in your living room, and by some crazy miracle, act of God, no one in your family was hurt or injured. You call the police show up at your house, and they say, "Oh, no one was hurt. Amazing. So why did you call us? What? You want us to chase the terrorist? What are you talking about? There's no need. No one was hurt in your house, so why do we need to hunt down the terrorist? No Jews were killed in this attack, so there's no need to respond." Guys, how insane is this? Why do we have to wait for someone to be killed for a response? That is basically what the Biden administration is saying here. Oh, no one was killed. Biden said back in April when Iran attacked, he told Netanyahu, "You got to win. Take the win." Guys, it was a miracle that no one was killed, but what's going to happen the next time? Israel needs to show Iran that they are not to be messed with. And I was thinking about this even as the Iran attack was happening, as we were hunkered down in our houses, as I was sitting there on the floor, I was thinking about this. What other country in the world would put up with this? What other country in the world would be okay? Even just one ballistic missile being fired at any other country, like, that would start a crazy big war. Yet 181 ballistic missiles were fired at Israel, and we expect them just to sit by and do nothing, just let them be a sitting duck there in the Middle East. Guys, I hope and pray, let's continue to pray that Israel won't cave into the pressure of the Biden administration. Israel cannot continue to allow Iran to act with impunity and to continue its march towards nuclear weapons. There was an article, thankfully, I saw on JNS. It said that Jerusalem is maybe said to be keeping Washington, D.C. in the dark about plans for an Iranian attack. I'm not sure. We'll see what their response is. I hope they don't cave in to the pressure of the Biden administration like they did back in Israel. Let's hope that they're strong and they're able to do what they need to do to show Iran that they are not to be messed with. Guys, we'll be right back with the rest of the show in just 1 second. But first, if you're like me, you've been watching what's happening here in Israel and feeling heartbroken. Innocent lives, especially women and children, are in danger, and it's hard to know what to do. But there's always a way to make a difference. That's where Ten Boom Coffee comes in. Ten Boom Coffee honors the legacy of Corrie Ten Boom, a woman who dedicated her life to protecting the vulnerable and uniting people in times of crisis. Her courage and compassion remind us that even in the darkest moments, we can all come together to do good, especially to the Jewish people in these hard times. Guys, when you choose Ten Boom Coffee, you're not just buying premium coffee, which, by the way, I know from experience is really good. I drink almost every day here in the office, but you're also joining a community that believes in standing up for what's right. 10% of every purchase goes toward building bomb shelters in Israel, providing protection for those who need it the most. Each bag of Ten Boom coffee is carefully curated in their roasting lab in the Ela Valley in Israel and freshly roasted for customers in the US. Every cup embodies resilience, excellence, and hope. Guys, you can make a real difference today. Start with your next cup of coffee. Use the promo code Israel15 at checkout to receive 15% off your first order. Visit tenboom.coffee or just click the link in the description below. Israel has been pounding Hezbollah for the past month or so, and now, for the first time, Hezbollah is begging for a ceasefire. It seems like they're finally scared out of their wits, and they're scared that their entire terrorist organization is going to be completely destroyed. Israel has taken out most of the leadership, most notably among them, very long-time leader Hassan Nasrallah. Now it seems that they've taken out his successor and his successor's successor as well. According to the Times of Israel, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu confirms that Israel assassinated the projected new Hezbollah leader Hashem Safiaddin, who was targeted in an airstrike in Beirut last Thursday, and claims Israel has also killed Safiaddin's replacement without saying who this would be. Netanyahu did a video address to the people of Lebanon. He said in the address that Israel had taken out Nasrallah's replacement as well, and also his replacement's replacement. Check this out.
Israel has a right to defend itself. Israel also has a right to win, and Israel will win. We've degraded Hezbollah's capabilities. We took out thousands of terrorists, including Nasrallah himself, and Nasrallah's replacement, and the replacement of his replacement.
Israel started their ground invasion of Hezbollah last week, and they've been pounding Hezbollah sites with airstrikes, doing very targeted, precise operations inside of southern Lebanon. And now it seems that Hezbollah is getting very desperate. Before, they said the only way that they would stop firing on Israel, that they would stop this war or even agree to a ceasefire, was if Israel stopped their war in Gaza, pulled completely out of the Gaza Strip. But now it looks like they're backing down from that very conditional statement that they put out before. Naim Qassem, the deputy leader of Hezbollah, said he backed efforts by Lebanese parliament speaker Nabi Berri, a Hezbollah ally, to secure a truce without setting a precondition. He said this, quote, "We support the political activity being led by Berri under the title of a ceasefire. If the enemy, Israel, continues its war, then the battlefield will decide." U.S. State Department spokesperson Matthew Miller said that now that Hezbollah is, quote, on the back foot and is getting battered, suddenly they've changed their tune and want a ceasefire. I think it's not surprising given the situation they find themselves in. Even while they're discussing this ceasefire and everything, Hezbollah is still continuing to fire rockets on Israel every day. Just yesterday, they fired 100 rockets in a barrage on northern Israel. One woman was injured from what I saw. Pray for her full recovery there. Also, there's still thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of Israelis evacuated from their homes and not able to go home because of this war with Hezbollah that is going on. Honestly, I can't see Israel agreeing to a ceasefire with Hezbollah anytime soon. And honestly, I hope they don't. I think we should pray that Israel will have the strength to not agree to a ceasefire here, but that they will continue, honestly, to do the world a favor, to eradicate terrorists from the face of the earth. The world should be happy about that. They should be thanking Israel for removing terrorism from the earth. Guys, make sure and check out 10 Boom Coffee to not only get amazing coffee, but also support a great cause here in Israel. Make sure and subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments section below, what you think about this topic, or if you're a new viewer here at the Israel Guys. As always, stop listening to the lies and propaganda. Connect with the truth of what is happening here in Israel. We'll be back soon here at the Israel Guys. Catch you in the next one.